In this video, I'm going to share 5 ways that school counselors support students with academic success. And stick around to the end, and I'm going to share one of my most valuable lessons that I learned as a school counselor in my first year. You won't want to miss this. School counselors can assist students with academic advising, helping them to choose courses that align with their career goals, their interests, all while helping them develop a plan to complete graduation requirements. School counselors can recommend advanced courses, CTE, and dual credit classes that not only help students with their academics, but it also exposes them to post-secondary options. In September, we took our 8th grade students on a field trip to our VOTEC campus at our district, and our students were exposed to classes like architecture, animation, culinary arts, and health sciences. We even have endorsement tracks that teaches our students about cybersecurity, so they were really excited to learn about all the different options of classes they can take in high school. They even had construction classes and welding classes too. Our students really enjoyed this field trip, and I loved it because I wish I had classes like that when I was in high school. And if you're enjoying this content and getting value from this, please like this video. It not only helps me, but it also helps YouTube push my channel out to other people. School counselors can teach students strategies for effective studying, such as time management, organization, and note-taking skills. These are excellent skills that help them manage their workload and teach them strategies that will help them be successful in life. School counselors can also recommend resources and study materials, connect students with other academic support services, and even offer tutoring to students if that's a skill that you possess. Again, stick around to the end. I've got a story to tell about that. It's almost time for the most wonderful time of the year. No, not Christmas. I'm talking about testing season. School counselors can support students with test-taking strategies, such as ways to help reduce test anxiety and help them improve focus, as well as teaching students effective ways to answer questions like multiple choice and short answer. I used to teach students ways to annotate large passages and break them down in chunks and help them answer those questions at the end with processes of elimination by eliminating answers that didn't make sense. School counselors can also assist students with exploring different career options. I know this video is talking about academic success, but trust me, college and career and academic go hand in hand. You can help students discover their academic strengths and interests, all while showing them job outlook and salary and helping them get excited about their future. This can help with academics because you help them choose the right courses that work for them. For example, in middle school and high school, this is the perfect time to take elective courses to explore your interests. Students may think that they want to go into a certain career field, like for example, let's say nursing. But if students don't like the sight of blood or things that go along with nursing, they may not want to work in that field. And so this is the perfect time for them to take those courses and see if this is the right fit for them while they're free in high school. That way, when they get to college, they have a better idea of what they want. This also helps students stay motivated and focused on their goals, and especially if they're in classes that they selected and that are interesting to them. And as a side note, it's really important to teach your students effective strategies for reading because in every career, there's some type of reading involved. And our students have to know specific vocabulary, they have to know comprehension and fluency in order to be successful in many careers, not all, many. And as a bonus, it's important to teach your students how to advocate when they need help. They need to know how to go to the adults in the building, their teachers, for support and ask for help. Many times students are shy and don't feel comfortable raising their hand in class because they don't want to feel singled out, but it's important for them to advocate for themselves when they need help and know how to seek out resources. You as the school counselor and the teacher are not going to be with them forever, and so they have to know those skills in order to be successful in life. School counselors can also recommend services for support such as 504 and special education to our students based on their needs. This is the time to work together as a collaborative team with the teachers, administrators, and families to provide services that align with the students' needs. You can look at educational data or information from a health service provider to ensure that our students are getting the support that they need. This is where it's important to collaborate with your teachers and get that academic data unless you have access to it on your own, so that you can look at it and see if a student is struggling academically. And at times it might be connected to a disability, so it's really important to collaborate with the other people in your building. You as the school counselor might even be the 504 coordinator, so it's important to know how these disabilities affect other learning areas. We'll look at data from healthcare services, academic data such as MAP scores or other testing platforms, family recommendations, and teacher observations to determine whether those students need services such as 504 or special education. You may see students who exhibit certain symptoms and can easily identify some things. We're not healthcare professionals or psychologists, and we do not diagnose disabilities. You as the school counselor might even be in charge of summer school registration. That means you might have to recommend students for summer school for academic promotion or even enrichment opportunities. So boom, you made it to the end of this video and it's story time. My first year as a school counselor, I thought I was supposed to tutor all students who were failing. boy, was I wrong. I pulled their academic data from MAP scores and I created small groups from language arts and mathematics for 6th through 8th grade. That already sounds like a whole lot of work, right? I mixed the grade levels and I tried to teach them math and language arts study skills. So I met with these students once a week for 6 weeks and I pulled resources for the standards that they were failing and I created small groups for those. Now here's where it gets interesting. My story as an educator, I never taught a core content. So I never taught math and I never taught language arts. I taught middle school Spanish. So I don't know what I was thinking being able to teach these students math and language arts when I had no exposure to it. I don't know how to teach reading at all. To be fair, for language arts, we really only worked on reading passages and grammar, but it was still something that I was not used to teaching. And it was honestly a struggle and I absolutely hated it. I didn't realize that this was not the most effective use of my time and skills as a school counselor, but I did try. At the end of the day, it was kind of a waste of time because the students weren't interested, they were off track, and it was a struggle for me to teach it. So there were times where it looked like I didn't know what I was doing because I didn't really know what I was doing. And the students picked up on that. But it taught me a very valuable lesson. It taught me what a school counselor's role is in academics, and it taught me that I should stick to the things that I know how to do or learn how to do beforehand and get prepared in order to support students. And if you want more ways to help students achieve academic success, check out this video on the screen. In this video, I share ways to increase students' excitement about learning, increase their growth mindset, and help students change their attitudes about school and get motivated. So check out this video on the screen and let me know what you think.